Happy Monday. It's time for Ask the Expert with Rob Sutherland from Pro Broker Agency. I'm Layla Gulen. Rob, my first question this week is, why do you love analytics?
I love analytics. I love it. You know, it's a great thing to be looking at when you're a business owner, especially when you're trying to harness your sales team. I think that there's a bunch of different kind of analytics you can get into when you're trying to build a business and that type of a thing, build a real estate office, build a company. But if you're looking at specific analytics with sales, I think it's important to look at who is reading your stuff. You know, if you're setting out marketing campaigns, what kind of people are looking at that? How can you get in touch with them? Make that like your modus operandi every day, is to actually check in with your marketing team and sales team and see what things are like, see what they're calling, see what's coming in.
Yeah, it seems like there's a million different types of ways to analyze data. What kind of analytics are important for business owners?
I love, and I'm sure everybody gets them every day, email campaigns. I think email campaigns are still a tremendous way to connect with your client base, and they're a super great way to have analytics, because if you're sending out a weekly newsletter on email, you can go in and see who clicked on what, and then call them or send them an email and say, hey, I saw you clicked on this. Why don't we meet on Thursday and talk about what you're interested in, that type of thing. I think not enough people are proactive with their analytics like that, where it's much different than like a Facebook or social media, where the analytics are kind of general. They'll tell you, oh, well, they made 100 impressions today. Well, what good is that? You don't know who those people are. Whereas with an email campaign, you know exactly who they are because they're on your mailing list. Very handy when you're trying to make sales.
Yeah, absolutely. And what programs do you recommend for capturing data?
I mean, people always talk about MailChimp and Constant Contact, and I think Amazon Web Services. Any of those mail services really have a great analytic backend. But another thing to be looking at as well is, let's say you're driving that traffic off of an email campaign to your website. Have a look at your website. Have a look at the analytics there. There should be something on the back end capturing that. See where they're coming from. See where the leads are coming from, so that you know what you can change about your campaign, what type of things you could do to improve to get different people interested in it. It's all about being ahead of the curve and staying proactive and looking at the analytics on a regular basis. Yeah. It's a weird word and it gets tossed around so generally, like, oh, Google Analytics. Well, what good is Google Analytics if it's just telling you how many people are going to your website without telling you who they are? Get more pinpointed with that. Have a look at your sales team, see what their numbers are like, see what their projections are like year over year in the past year, see how they're doing. That type of analytics is very important in the real estate industry, where you can actually see how much people have produced and compare year over year and see if you can help them build their business a little bit better.
Yeah, well, you're always on top of your game, Rob. Great information as always. For more information on PBA, just click on the link probrokeragency.com. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again on Friday for another episode of Ask the Expert with Rob Sutherland.
Have a tremendous week and get into your analytics this week.